Hey guys, it is Pt3 here. Welcome back to another World Tours video, and oh my goodness, it has been ages since the last one, and I've done an insane amount on this world. I actually haven't been playing Minecraft for a really long time. It's been about 4 months. I kind of thought, like, since I got a PS4 recently, I was like, I'm just gonna stop until I get the PS4 and then just not do Minecraft. And then I was like, you know what? We've had so much fun times with it that I think we're gonna continue. Because I used to think, like, the only reason I play Minecraft is because I can't afford a console. And then I realized recently, I was like, no, it's because it's actually a really fun game. So yeah, I know I did upload a Minecraft episode yesterday, iPlays and Swaggy. But that actually was recorded 6 months ago. So I only edited it yesterday. But I think this is probably one of the craziest changes. By the way, this is pretty cool. I thought that we're back on the same place we started on our first World Tours episode. But as soon as I turn around, you're going to see an insane amount of new stuff. Now just take it in. There is a lot. There is a lot. Okay, this thing right here, you're probably looking at and like, oh my goodness, whoa. Hopefully that's like a whoa. That's good. Not whoa. This guy spent loads of time on this thing. That's actually awful. Oh yeah. You probably noticed I have an elytra. I have mending and unbreaking, meaning that it never dies as long as I'm constantly collecting XP. And the river's looking a bit different because I'm actually going to carve the whole way through, so there's a river going the whole way around, isolate my island, and then build castle walls surrounding the entire thing, which is pretty ambitious, but I've done quite a lot so far. Nearly gone the whole way to that mountain, then I got to carve through that. First thing you're probably noticing, everything is wooden sandstone. I got rid of the grass. I used to love it. I used to love the natural feel, but it just kind of lost that feel after a while. I was like, it just feels like I haven't really tried to make it look good. So before we go into it, I'm just going to take it one part at a time. I've changed this up. There's some axes. Why can I not right click? There's some axes in here for chopping down the trees. If you go down here, this is the sugarcane farm. There's only one piece because I used all the rest. Okay, so we're going to go around here. I've just built like staircase up here, kind of like this whole thing. I'm trying to go fast just because there's so much. And this is where it really starts to change. I built myself a pool. This is where the secret entrance to the mine. There's most of the same stuff as last episode. Go check out the other one. And then this is the biggest part, so I'm going to get to that last. But you can walk down onto the beach. There's parts of the house which I will show you. There's my boat. And of course the seaside houses. Okay, so we're gonna start by going through the front door. We're just gonna have a quick look at some of the basic things. Change this all up. Got rid of all those sheep. Put them somewhere else. There's arrows in here. I have an insane amount actually, and all the bows that are just about to break. I literally have a few chest walls, but I actually forgot where I put it. Just full of bows because of reason I'll show you. I actually slightly updated this. What I did is I made it so there's a little doorway so you can just go in and shear the sheep. Here's a look at my all my bows. These are all the enchantments. You can see down here. And then of course this. My bow I've got right now is Unbreaking 3, Power 4, Infinity, and Flame. So I've worked hard on this bow. I'll quickly show you this. I built this little tunnel just because it looks nicer than it was before. Going into here. Okay, so now we're gonna actually have a look at the massive changes. And oh, that is annoying me right there. Okay, let me turn this down. So this is where it really changes. Okay, so I built this. I might change it eventually. It's kind of bland. But if we walk in, you can see the new carpets, new colors. So we immediately are opened into this big window that kind of looks out. This is more decoration than actually purpose because you can't really see anything. This wall is plain. I plan to add some paintings. And then we have this really tall window. I think this is probably one of my favorite parts just because it's gives a nice look of a lot of different colors coming through. Now as we go through, there's some kind of experimental architecture I've been working on in Minecraft, trying to make it as different to what you think you can do in Minecraft as I can. So you come down here, so this thing I'll explain later what it is, but it looks kind of fancy. I just added that in. And then before we move on to the next part, you can go up to the balcony. There's sugarcane there. You can look over the edge, and then you come out onto this. Now this has got a seat with a painting, and it's got the balcony going around to here. Or you can go down this part into this little room and then come out onto the beach. Now if we go back up and we can continue into the orange carpeted room. So if we just take a step inside, there is so much. I'm just realizing so much. I actually had to watch the last video because I forgot what I hadn't shown you. Oh, I think I was going to show you this. I'll actually show you that real quick. So if you come outside, I quite liked this. I was just joking about, and I built a lot of these just random pathways. So if you go in here, there's a little secret thing. It's not efficient at all. It's actually slower than usual. Oh. Why am I glitched into the door? Alright, so as soon as we can come out, it's actually dark here just so that you don't notice it from the outside. You can swim out. Of course, it's slower than actually coming over here, but this comes out onto the beach and it's hardly noticeable because I didn't put any torches close to the exit. So yeah, that's just a little thing. Oh yeah, and then I also built this. You can look into the train station, so if someone's coming by, you can just watch them, and this goes back out the other side. So it looks like I've shown you most of the stuff on the beach. There's nothing around here. Sorry, I made it look misleading, like there should be a door there. There's not. So let's go back into the house. I will continue. There is a lot to show you. I'm just doing it not chronological, but basically the word chronological if it was in order of how close it is, if you get what I mean. So I'm slowly going on a wave and just getting everything. So this is the orange room. This is probably one of my favorite architectural rooms. I just was very experimental in creating this very open two-story little architecture room. I built a little fireplace and experimented with some modern designs. And then I actually organized every single one of my chests. Another thing I did is I got shulker boxes. So if we look through, we have transportation, we have miscellaneous, we have brick, stone, also whatever's to do with stone, mob drops, we have saplings, natural, redstone, and colored. Also glass, just because you can color glass. So if we go down here, I'll look at that later. That's probably another massive thing. If we come around, we can go into the basement, which I've shown you before. Again, I've organized arrows, feathers, like anything to do with food and animals, weapons. And as you can see, I've actually got a lot of stuff. Like I've got this, these things from the end, from defeating the Ender Dragon. Got bones. I've got books with some enchanted books. I got nether stuff. I got a sign. Oh yeah, this should go in this chest. This is wood. This is more bones. If we go back up, you can see some more organization. Tools. We got fancy. I got the dragon head and the dragon egg. Some dragon's breath. Some more tools. And then if we go back here through the secret door, there is not anything here, but this is armor. So I've got some cool boots. And some armor. So that's that. This actually goes onto the roof, which I will show you later. This actually goes onto the roof, which I will show you later. Okay, so there's this part. This is just a little tree dome thingy. Not a tree dome. I will show you what's through there later. So then we go into this room. my blue room. As you can see, there's kind of like a thing with the whole carpet thing. This was just kind of messing about, and as you can see outside, there's this contrast between the birch and the spruce, which I kind of tried to do my best. Okay, so there's that through there. I'll try not to show you as much as I can. There's also this that goes up and around the edge. Again, it goes into the thing I'm not going to show you. You just saw a tiny sneak peek. Okay, so what have I not shown you before I can go in? Oh, okay. So this hallway here, this has got a few doors, some of them not filled. This is going to be a mini chest room. These are probably something else. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that one. But 4 out of the 6 doors have something that they go to. So, this is probably one of my favorite. I said I had a lot of. Oh yeah, I don't know if you like what I did with the blending from the natural to the unnatural. This is probably. Oh yeah, you can see the contrast right here. This is probably one of my favorite mini tunnels, which I've made. I made loads of tunnels and stuff. So if we go here, press this, then we have a secret door that closes. It's actually really fast, so you gotta run through fast. And this goes into this. There's not much purpose for it. It speeds up things a tiny bit, but not much. And now we're gonna go into this room. This is a lot. I've done a lot. Okay, here. There's a lot of different places where it will be going on to different rooms. That's gonna be a big hallway into a different room. This is my quadruple ender portal. This will be my bedroom, because my bedroom I have right now isn't very nice. But I'm going to make my bedroom in there. We have lights here. So of course this is the big doorway that will go into the next part. And then you can just kind of take in this whole multi-layered gigantic room. This took me a long time. We got the river going through here. This actually, I think it flows back. Oh, it doesn't flow back to the ocean yet, but I'm going to make it. This will go out onto it like boat room that will go have water in it. So you can just get in a boat from here and just go straight outside. We've got a staircase going up. So I'll go up the ladder actually. So that's everything down here. I need to light this up a bit. So you come out here. You're on this part. So if we go around and we kind of explore, I will show you the spruce room right now. This is the spruce room. I really like this. This is the other side to the birch thing. So we got a window going in an L shape to the ground. We got a skylight. We got another mini window here. Another mini window. Oh, it goes the whole way around. I forgot about that. We got this little place up here. So this is, you're probably noticing the multi-layered architecture right here. So now we're going on to the top layer of this room. It actually spirals the whole way up. So let's go back down and I'll show you this secret little thing I have here, which isn't really secret, but you can go up back onto the top right here, which actually leads into the birch room. But if we go back down, then you can actually, I have loads of dogs, as you can notice. You can actually go into this room. It's a little secret pathway. It speeds things up a tiny bit. Again, I'm all about speed. I'll work a lot to speed up things the tiniest bit. So we're on the top layer. This is the waterfall. I'm actually going to have a water slide going down into the lake. This isn't done, of course. Thank you, doggies. I'll let them go get that. Alright, so if we swim across, you're not supposed to do this, but it's just one way. We have this big window. We have these doors going, and they go. You go down, and you're at the beach. I'm gonna build a little like beach hut thingy in there. Okay, so let's go back up, and I'll show you this part. This I was experimenting. I'm still not sure if I should keep this or not. Comment below if I should. Of course we got that, and I forgot to replace that window because I broke it because I was bored. So we get onto the roof. The roof is all, you can walk along all of it just so that I can do repairs. There's stairs all over it, and then we have this. I was actually gonna make it into a doorway before this video where there's a staircase down, so this is open. It's kind of sketchy. This shows back into the house. Now, believe it or not, that is not all of it. I also made this. That is about half of what I've done. So I have some discs here. This is what I can pick up daily, so my fireworks are in there sometimes. Alright, so I of course showed you all of this. Now we're back here, so I can show you a lot of big stuff that I've done. So if we go over here, this is where it really starts to change. You're probably noticing big things. First thing is this castle and this. Okay, I'll show you the castle first. There's a lot of stuff here. Let me just give a quick name for each. Stadium, automatic farm, castle, automatic farm. I mean automatic mob farm. Let's look at the castle first. So the castle was just, there was a big mountain here, as you remember from last episode, going into this, and I wanted to replace it with something, so I decided with a castle. So if you go down here, I'll actually show you this because you see it first. This is for the mining room. When I get this done, you will be able to come in here, collect like whatever you need, like pickaxes, torches, anything you need for mining in here. And then this is all for smelting all the resources. So you got this kind of open, nice space right here, and then you've got a light system right here, very basic. And then you got a big chest system right here, sideways chests all the way around. This will probably just be all minerals. And then you can come back up. This is a little pathway I made. So now that we've seen this is the thing that looks down. Now that we've seen all this, we'll look into the castle. So if you come around here, you can go up the staircase either here or down there. And then you're on level of the castle. So you can come up here. This is the castle. I used like 4 stacks of iron to make this. Not 4 stacks, like 2 stacks. It was crazy. Let's look in here. We've got swords on the wall. We got chests. We got the 4 sets of armor. We have these little slits. And we have these. I'm going very fast because I have so much to show you. And then there's this. I do not know why that's not there. Usually is. I think Enderman has been stealing my blocks. So you can come up here, go down actually into the barn. And then this is one cool thing I added. If you press this button, stand here, then you can go down. And if you go up here and press this button, closes this, closes that, and it closes the other side. So that's just another secret thing. Before I move on, let me show you another secret tunnel I made. This is another, just not too big, but just slightly helps. Oh yeah, I built pathways going around here. So you come around here, you got to click this button right here. It opens this. And if you didn't know, if there's slabs up here, and you jump down like this with the elytra, you can actually go in tunnels. So if I press this, it will shut over, and then we can go along through the secret tunnel. It doesn't really speed up anything, it's just kind of like a cool little thing. I built this around when I first got my elytra, just because I thought the idea was so cool that you can go in little secret tunnels. Then of course you come up here, open the lever, you're up into this room, press it again, shuts over, and you're here. Moving on to the next part. Let's go to the mob farm. This is the most recent thing that I've finished. I'm actually working on some things in the end. And also I add slabs over all of these so they don't go into giant trees. But this is the most recent thing I added that's finished. It's just a simple mob farm. It's a 2-layered one inside there. There's 2 layers of it. They drop down. You hit them once. I don't know why he's jumping. And then the resources are sucked into the hoppers because of these slabs, and then they go into this chest. So now that we've got that over, let's move on to my skeleton farm. Or actually, let's go into the skeleton farm next. That is over. Can I get this? That is over here. If we can just land. Okay, so if we drop down here, you remember this whole, I think I showed you this, there's a little elevator right there. So if we run across here, this is still so messy. I haven't built any like walls or anything, so it's still really messy. But if we come over here, I have a basic skeleton farm, but it gets me a lot of resources. So we just wait here, skeletons come up, drop down here, 20 blocks. I think they die at 21, so they're just 1 heart. You hit them, go onto the pressure plate, this slab, they're sucked into the hopper, go into the chest, and you get loads of stuff. And it's best for XP because you just get loads and loads of XP. Have some random stuff in here. I think the last thing I have to show you is the stadium. I believe. Yeah, I think that's the last thing. So if we head over to the stadium, this took a very long time. I also built this side bit, and the cow farm. It took a very long time. I worked very hard. It's not quite done. I have 2 doors to finish, but it's quite basic. There's not really much use unless you're playing online. This activates these lights. But I really wanted to add a fighting arena because I hadn't done that. And so I have this kind of like overhang design here. I actually built this door, which took ages. I used Mumbo Jumbo's tutorial. So there's these things. It's exactly parallel the whole way around. If you go down here, it's the exact same, except this actually doesn't have iron doors and it doesn't have the redstone door yet. But apart from that, it's all the same. Oh, I was wondering why I was jumping so slow. This is inside. It looks a lot bigger on the outside just because the actual fighting bit is closed down, like made smaller because of all this. And there is a zombie in the wall because I didn't finish all the walls. So there's kind of this barrier going around. It's quite basic, but it just takes a long time. All these chairs going around the whole thing, glass ceiling, and then if we go up, there's these balconies for special guests. Now if you were a very special guest like a king, you would sit on one of these and you would be able to watch from here. Now it is kind of hard to watch, but you still can. There's actually doors going out so that I can jump on the roof using the elytra and get inside. And then I think this is probably one of the coolest parts. Depending if you're team red or team blue, this is the only one done yet. But you would just walk, this door opens it back up just in case you don't want to. But you would go like this and you would get this stuff. It would automatically equip it. Since I have an elytra, it didn't equip this. So then you'd have your shield in this hand and it would all be ready. Now there's no order this actually needs to be in. You can put it in whatever order. So if I just take this off. But basically everything would be ready for battle. There would be no going into chests, collecting stuff or anything. You'd be 100% ready from the start. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. You can see I've already done the first door. Oh dear. And I'm just getting ready to do to finish it. I actually have the shield. I designed these shields using a template online that I found. So yeah, I believe that is it. If there's anything I forgot that I almost forgot this automatic farm. Now this farm is very useful. It gets me so much. I literally never use it anymore because I don't need to. This is the potato and the carrot side. I haven't filled them back in just because I haven't needed it. So once they've grown, you just press this button and then the water comes down. Collects all this. Sometimes you have to go along the sides. Well, that's only if you really want to get this stuff. You don't have to. Again, there's blocks missing everywhere, but I think it's just because of a lot of endermen. And then what you would do when this has all gone down, you would press it again, and your chest is just filled with stuff. And I've taken out most of the wheat and seeds from this, so that's why it's quite empty. But yeah, that's my world, and I don't really play it much anymore. But I do have some projects on the go that I will finish at some point, like the giant barrier around the whole island with the meat. I'm going to create a river and stuff. But yeah, that's my world at this current moment. I've worked on it very hard, very long, and I like to say that it's come out pretty good. especially this beach part. I think this is the part I'm most proud of. Just worked so hard to make this look as nice as I can. And that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you. Oh yeah, and then I built that little mine, but not little. It actually goes on for such a long way because I had like an efficiency 4 pickaxe. Oh, there's a creeper coming. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video, and yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and then even go on my discussion if you want to talk about anything. I'll reply because nobody's gonna go on there, so you can be that one person just to have a conversation with me. I love talking to my fans. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next episode, and bye.